Welcome everyone to this space. It's good to have you around. Today's topic is all about Piin, investment logic sharing, and Piin simply means Pi Network Inscription Meme Coin Token. So Piin is a meme coin token that was issued by Chinese miners in November 2023. So it's been a year and some months. So hopefully you can get to 2 years. So Piin has been there since 2023 till now. So it's here for the community because we know how the Chinese access the Pi network through VPNs, and it has been hard for them actually to get to KIC and maybe be validators and also to migrate their Pi. So Pine was just a plan B for them, so they don't miss out on the bull run. And everyone expects the bull run to start in 2025 this year, though with the war that's continuing between Iran and Israel. So that has shaken the market uh, very hard. So, but I'm sure once this war comes to a negotiation, but it's not likely to come to an end because the USA bombed Iran's nuclear plants. So we don't know what will happen next, if they'll retaliate or not, but that's what has been stopping the bull run. Otherwise, we just hope that the whole world remains peaceful and maybe we won't get into World War III and the crypto market and the stocks will flourish. So kindly share the space link as you wait for others to join. Welcome, Mr. Tony. I hope I'm audible.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Garish. Hello, everyone, for joining our space today about buying investment logic sharing. Yeah, nice to see you again in this space. So, yes, today we and my host will say about the reason why we choose buy in and how to see the cryptocurrency investment opportunity. Yeah, I believe that the subject today will attract you, and research about our buying tokens. Yeah. So Empire actually my officer account have been hacked by hacker until now. I try to contact as support, but until now I not yet get my account yet. So temporarily, I use this account as the pipeline. My reverse account and name, account name also pipeline. Yeah. So I hope you all support me. Yeah, just follow me back. I will follow you back also, and keep connect with me pipeline. And I'm also as the Vietnam Piin ambassador. So yeah, nice to meet you all in this space today. So okay, let's I hand over my to my host Peter Ravis. He will continue and start today by inspire today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tony, and sorry about your account. So you can just keep appealing. Just you can just send the appeals maybe daily, and hopefully just bring an argument on the appeal. Then you can also try and say that I hope your account was ID verified because these appeals actually with X they take time to process the appeal. So maybe it may be a month, but If you just keep pushing on, then you get your account back. Sorry for that, and kindly follow my course and share the space link. So I'll just start with a brief introduction of Pine's cultural philosophy. Then later on, we'll share about how you can seize cryptocurrency investment opportunities. And with this, we know that so many people want to make money in crypto, but you just need to understand how you make it. You just don't blindly trade, then expect huge returns. We know that in crypto, uh, everyone joins crypto maybe to make 10,000 times, 100 times, maybe double, double the investment, but you just need some strategies. And what we're going to share today will help you to make your investment decisions more wisely. Also, we'll share about the reasons why we choose buy-in. Then later on, we'll give the chance to our listeners to request for the mic, ask any questions related to Pi Network or Pi-in. Also, you can share stories about Pi-in or Pi Network, and you'll get a chance to be rewarded with 10,000 Pi-in meme coin tokens, which are actually tradable on OKX Web3 wallet. And they can be swapped through Solana to Pi-in or Pi-into Solana. So I'll just start with the introduction to Pi-in's cultural philosophy, and kindly follow my course and share this space link. It will be very educative for everyone. So introduction to Pine's cultural philosophy, and in this fast-paced world of crypto, where investment, innovation, and risks are the norm, finding a community that truly offers warmth and a sense of belonging is rare. However, the emergence of the Pine community has changed that narrative. As a highly influential project within the BRC20 inscription ecosystem, Piin not only delivers value to investors, but also creates a welcoming home for tens of thousands in the crypto space. So Piin is all about sharing value and building each other, and this is termed as the culture of home. At the heart of the Piin community lies the concept of culture of home. Its core philosophy is simple yet profound. One for all for one, sharing value, building each other, and every member is encouraged to help others while growing through the support they receive in return. This spirit of mutual aid and shared growth has transformed Pi-in into a warm, connected family. Beyond seeking investment opportunities, members find personal growth and fulfillment, elevating their sense of purpose and value through their collective journey. Also, hope you've seen the post. Even you can see Feng has the feast. So its philosophy is also about the feast culture, and this symbolizes the power of unity and mutual support. And Pine advocates for what it calls the feast culture. While each person may seem small individually, together they form a powerful and unified force, much like a tightly clenched fist backed by a strong army. Within the Pine community, members consistently support one another, move forward together, and maintain a spirit of solidarity and mutual assistance. This culture not only strengthens the community's cohesion, but also provides confidence and resilience in the face of challenges, helping Pine remain steadfast through market fluctuations and uncertainties. And with the recent uh, war that has caused the market to turn into bear market, you can see that if uh, if you have a strong community that can hold their token, then you have a better chance of not hitting new lows. So imagine everyone panics and sells maybe their Pi in, maybe their Bitcoin. So the market will be just full of red candles. So Piin also shows the philosophy of a decentralized experiment, and this symbolizes fairness, transparency, and collective governance. Piin is more than just an investment community, it is a decentralized social experiment. There is no single authority, instead, every member has the opportunity to participate in governance and shape the future of the community. This decentralized structure prioritizes fairness and transparency, allowing everyone an equal voice in decision making. By doing so, Piin exemplifies the principles of one for all for one, in its truest form, fostering a sense of accomplishment and belonging for every participant. Also, Piin culture breathes life into the community, and this philosophy has transformed it into more than just an investment platform. It's a living, thriving ecosystem. Members join not just for the investment, but stay for the warmth and camaraderie of the community. They in turn pass this culture to new members, creating a ripple effect that solidifies the community's foundation. This infectious cultural atmosphere not only attracts more participants, but also ensures the community's long-term stability. Pine's journey continues to validate its belief: when pine soars with the wind, it will climb to unimaginable heights. Riding the winds and breaking the waves, we'll sail through the vast seas. Pine is more than just a decentralized technological innovation. It is a warm and welcoming home. In this home, everyone finds a sense of belonging and builds connections through the exchange of value, helping each other achieve their dreams. Pine's core culture of sorry, just Pine's core cultural philosophy has ensured that tens of thousands in the crypto world are no longer alone. Regardless of how the market evolves, this home will continue to carry the aspirations, weather every storm, and rise to new heights. Pine is not just giving the crypto community a home, it is giving them wings to soar towards their dreams. So when I think you know the term hibernation. So it's just when something is dormant, but you know that in the future it will become active. So with the Pine and Pine network, it's just the same. Many people might see the price at a, at a, as if it is low, but we know that the value is in the community. So you can't just see about the short-term market fluctuation, but if you focus on the long term, then you can see that with Pine has been the first meme coin from the Pi network community, though it's deployed on the Bitcoin ecosystem, but it's from the Pi network community. It shares the same community with the Pi network, 55 million engaged pioneers. So if you look at Pi-in as a long-term investment, then I'm sure there are profits there. But looking at the short-term market fluctuation, you can just maybe buy now, then sell later if seeing the market dip because of war or something else. So this short-term fluctuation can't predict the future. So when you ask yourself why are people mining Pi network coins, there are some people maybe saying that Pi price is low, maybe this core team hasn't done much to maybe increase its value, but I'm sure that they are trying. When if you picture yourself maybe in core team situation, then you'll know that you can't just deploy an app, then leave it sorry, and maybe just say that you have just deployed the app, then let's give the users to use without testing it. So there might be errors which are trying to be fixed, and with Pi network being decentralized, uh, with its decentralized nature, you just have to focus on the future and make sure that whatever I'm bringing is actually an app that will go for several decades without any problem. So if it comes with problem, then that will affect the market. So with Pine, also you just need to focus on the community. The growth of Pine network will be the growth of Pine. So thank you. Just keep sharing the space link, and I'd like to invite Mr. Tony to share some of the top reasons why we choose Pine. Then I'll add a few more. Welcome, Mr. Tony.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramesh. So, yeah, before I say the top reason why we choose buying, so I hope our audience in this buy just help us to share this buy to your friends, to your network. Let's together research about our buying, what we buying, why we choose buying. Yes, I think this is an opportunity for you now. This the a good chance, you know, to hold buying. So, okay, firstly, let me start the top reason how to choose why we choose buying. Yeah. The first reason, the inscription sector, is undoubtedly a hot track, and we need to learn to go with the flow. Currently, in the Bitcoin ecosystem, only inscription and the runes have emerged on the Bitcoin layer one. So they are closest sector to Bitcoin, like the first sprint inscription and the second sprint is the runes. So holding a transcendent status, and therefore, as soon as Bitcoin rise, inscription and the runes will inevitably be the first to follow the uptrend. So we can already see that the inscription market is warming up, right? But at this moment, we can see so many fashion about that. So moreover, 2024 uh, is widely recognized as the first year of the Bitcoin ecosystem in the anti-crypto space, and rivals by misconception and still in the host encryption sector, and going with the trend is a brutal investment direction. And the second reason that encryption are truly decentralized, fair, and just. So on the encryption require the real money and incur the certain cost to mine, whether it's the projected initiators or down organization. They all need to spend the resource on mining, making it impossible to obtain the token at zero cost. In contrast, for other public trend projects or some existing growth projects, the project team can reserve a certain percentage of token for themselves, which is neither fully decentralized nor fair. The unique mining mechanism of inscription put on the participant on the same starting line. Truly achieving equal opportunities. At the same time, each buy-in is minted with real money, and the number of buy-in addresses is close to 20,000, user. So which is sufficiently distributed, truly realizing the decentralization. And the third reason that, the biggest advantage of encryption and the runes is that they are directly linked to Bitcoin. When you invest in other projects, you are mostly using the USDT or thinking in terms of USD. You may jump from project to project, and after all the hassle, you may find that your gains are less than if you have the simply held Bitcoin. Many people have been thrown up and down in the crypto wars for years, but still have not achieved the financial freedom. The root cause is that they lack a Bitcoin-based mindset and have not realized the importance of increasing their Bitcoin holdings. Inscriptions are completely different. When you profit From investing in inscription and cash out, you directly receive Bitcoin even if the price of your inscription remains unchanged for 6 months. As long as the Bitcoin itself appreciates during this period, you are still making money. So this is because your investment target is backed to Bitcoin from the start. That's the reason, why we choose buy it. And fourth reason that because only Piin can interact multiple circles. Piin is an inscription project jointly initiated by consensus builders from the Pi Network community. For the people in the crypto circle, Piin is a project that has risen rapidly in the inscription sector, with its total transaction volume ranking third in the inscription track. So at the same time, the Pi-in carries the culture of the Pi circle, which can also resonate with the people from the Pi network community. So as you know, the Pi network has potential over 60 million miners, right? So coupled the massive user base in the crypto circle, the two circles sharing the same path to promote the buy-in development and create development potential that can be intuitively felt by people in the project circle. Therefore, this ability to interact multiple circles naturally and brings a continuous flow of traffic to buy-in. That's the potential of buy-in. That's why we are doing and we are work together, yeah, and promote our praying and the reason number five that many projects community activity cannot be sustained, right? You can see many projects, but the Pi-in community has shown extraordinary vitality and cohesion, whether it's online Twitter, Telegram groups, or offline activities. The Pi-in community is organized and has a clear division of labor. Community activity have been uninterrupted for over 1 year, with daily online courses, the Twitter campaigns, and offline activities continuing grain or side. Who else has such a continuously vibrant community beside Pi? So many inscriptions and coins reach their peak as soon as they are listed on the major exchange and then decline, But Pi is different. Its assignment will begin after listing because behind the buy-in, there are still a large number of buy consensus builders who will gradually enter the market. And the existence of this reserve force will allow the buy-in to maintain a strong development momentum after listing. Yeah, I think I just said some reason for you why we choose buy-in. So I think I will hand over my host, Mr. Pai New Yours. He will share more reason for you. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you, Mr. Ravish.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tony. It's a quite wonderful sharing about the reasons why they should choose Pine, and also they can use these points to look for the investment targets. So another reason that Pine has a small market cap. Keep sharing the space link, follow my co-host, and if you have any questions at the moment, just use the comment section. After we finish sharing this investment logics, then later on you can request for the mic, ask any question, and we'll be glad here and we'll be glad with Mr. Tony to answer your questions fully. So Pine has a small market cap, and this shows a great potential. Let's take for instance, in Ethereum, you can easily find projects with market caps exceeding $10 billion. Although the Bitcoin ecosystem started a bit later, once the bull market starts, it will similarly spawn numerous projects worth tens or hundreds of billions. In the entire inscription track, besides audience charts, there are very few that can truly stand out. And for projects that have already been listed on major exchanges, because they have significantly risen many times, the upside is limited, naturally leaving no significant opportunities. And you can see it with Audi and SATs being listed on Binance. You can see that the upside is actually limited, and having a large market cap charge for that coin to pump 10 times, 100 times. So Pine's advantage is that it has only been developing for a year and a half now, giving us enough time to discover its potential. And in the description track, you can find another project with data as healthy as Pine's. Although Pine's market cap is small, it has high community activity, numerous holding addresses, and strong reserve power, all of which are powerful support for future explosive growth. And the small market cap precisely means huge growth potential. Pine's current market cap is only $21 million. And if it grows maybe say 100 times, it will only be $2.1 billion. So in the Bitcoin ecosystem, it's perfectly normal for several projects to reach tens or hundreds of billions in market cap. Looking at all inscription projects that have not yet been listed on exchanges, Piin has such solid data foundation, sufficient to support its listing on major exchanges and growing into a benchmark project with tens or hundreds of billions in market cap. Unlike other projects, inscriptions are also fully circulating. So this is another reason why I choose Piin, because the inscriptions are fully circulating. So there's no need to worry about evaporating bubbles, unlike many projects where only 10%, 5%, or even 30% of tokens are in circulation. Piin does not need to worry about price dilution, investor interest evaporation due to the release of new tokens into circulation. So you can see what happens on X with Pi network. So many people say that most of the tokens are in control of by core team, because they don't understand maybe how Pi network tokenomics works, maybe the distribution, and with you're looking at maybe core team side, they get 20% of 100 billion tokens. So if we've already migrated maybe around 7.4 billion pi. So that percentage of the mining rewards that have been migrated is the same percentage for core team that will be unlocked, and also for liquidity that will be unlocked. If you migrate 10%, then 10% of the liquidity pool will be unlocked. The same with core team, and also same with tokens for community organization or the foundation. So you can see clearly that with the tokenomics not the tokens not fully circulating, then you can see that so many people just say that the price will maybe go down. So with Piin, it's not the same because the tokens are fully circulating. So there's no price dilution if new tokens enter the market. And you've also seen with Bitcoin how it happens. Maybe they are hacked coins, then later on maybe they've recovered. Then that selling pressure is what so many people just don't want. But Piin is fully circulating. Due to the increase in circulation and the continuous release of new tokens, the price of the target often fails to rise or even declines. However, because Piin is fully circulating, each additional consensus builder means the holding volume is diluted. As the number of holding addresses increases to 20,000 or 30,000, the average holding per person will become less and less, and the price will naturally rise. So another reason that among all inscription projects, the INS data is the healthiest. There are very few projects that can exceed 1500 BTC in total circulation turnover, and Piin is one of them. The higher the turnover rate, the more solid the price bottom, and the stronger the resistance to price drops. This is also the fundamental reason why Piin can maintain price stability even when the overall market environment is poor. Piin has consistently ranked on the popular inscription list almost every day for nearly a year now. Even though there's always a small hiccup, its trading volume was still on the popular list, just not displayed. With Pine's high popularity and small market cap, there's nothing else like it in the entire inscription track. Also, another reason is that Pine has been consolidating for almost a year now, and I think now is the best time to position in Pine. The strength and sustainability of its community have been tested by time, and maybe Europe is set to cut interest rates in July, and this will signal a real bull market is about to arrive when they cut interest rates in this, and this June's the Fed decided to retain the interest rate. So I think that signal that there's nothing that has changed. But when you look at Trump is just pushing for the interest rates to be cut. So how is it going to bring about the bull market? So looking at this this way, so you find that when the rates, maybe the loan rates get reduced, then so many investors will opt to take loans and then hopefully invest, maybe buy a certain coin. So that's how it works. So they'll have the chance to invest, and with the lower rates, then it's perfect for them. So we just wait for the Fed to cut rates, then the bull market will start, and when the war maybe comes to an end, then the market will be at a better position to move upwards. Currently, Pine price is at a low point, completely at the floor price. Positioning at the eve of a bull market can be described as having the right time, place, and people. And the last reason that Pi supporters are starting to awaken, realizing the opportunities hidden in inscription, and beginning to enter the market to own Pine. Last year, those who could understand that all Pine were mainly friends from the crypto circle. Now friends from the Pi circle are also starting to join. This timing undoubtedly marks a new starting point for Pi in. So those are the top 10 reasons why we choose Pi in. And we'll go straight to our last topic, which is how you can seize cryptocurrency investment opportunities. After looking at all these points, what next? So I'd like to invite Mr. Tony to share how you can seize cryptocurrency investment opportunities. Then I'll add more later. So kindly keep sharing the space link. And there's a reward of 10,000 Pine tokens, which are tradable on OKX Web3 wallet for anyone who shares their story about Pine Network. Pine. Also, you can ask any questions related to Pine Network and Pine. We are here with my co-host, Mr. Tony, and we are very ready to answer your questions fully. And kindly follow my co-host. He lost his X account. He was hacked. He had almost 40,000 followers. So you can imagine starting again from scratch and sending the appeals to X, but they're also not responding. So kindly just give him a boost, follow my course, then interact with his tweets, and hopefully he'll get back his account soon. Welcome, Mr. Tony.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ravi. Thank you for your kind supporting me on its own way. You know. So okay, before I say the next topic, apply in. So let's us help us to share our by share and follow my horse also. pioneers. Yeah. So, okay, let me continue to say about how to see the cryptocurrency investment opportunity. So, the first is about in-depth research and self-education. You know, first, it's crucial to understand the principles and application of blockchain technology. Many people lack an understanding of blockchain concept, spiritual ideologies, and characteristics. So this is why numerous centralized projects and Ponzi scheme must quarantine as the blockchain venture can still attract many people. They persist because people don't understand the principle and application of blockchain. Those who see early opportunity was mostly tech-savvy, either understanding the technology themselves or following those who did, which is how they truly grasped the opportunities. Secondly, analyze the market conditions to understand the performance and potential opportunities in the different cryptocurrency markets. Why? At the next few years, consider the year one for Bitcoin. Firstly, the Bitcoin spot ETF have been approved. Secondly, the Bitcoin harvest will reduce its production. Thirdly, since the emergence of the inscription last year, the Bitcoin ecosystem has entered a new chapter. The future trend is undoubtedly Bitcoin dominant. Only by focusing on Bitcoin and its ecosystem can we truly see the potential opportunities. Of course, some may say that Solana or other meme coins are performing well, but most of these coins are just flashes. How many coins that were in the top 100 by market cap in the last bull market are still in the top 100 this time. So in reality, very few remain. Only a few mainstream coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, along with a few meme coins and other altcoins. Most meme coins are altcoin can only survive one bull market, and some only last for 1 or 2 months. Understanding the major market trends, prevent us from being swayed by short-term hype. Additionally, we need to clearly recognize the risks associated with investing in cryptocurrency. The crypto field is known for high risk and high returns. Only by deeply understanding and accepting these characteristics can we reasonably allocate assets and control risk. Many people only consider making money without considering the possibility of losing money. This puts us in the passive position. Before investing in cryptocurrency, we must ensure that we have set aside sufficient funds for family living expenses and emergency. These funds should be completely isolated from investment so that even if there are significant loss in the extreme case, it won't affect the basic living or necessary expenses. In the high-risk cryptocurrency investment field, choosing the quality investment targets is crucial. For instance, within the Bitcoin ecosystem, we need to identify the excellent projects. The main reason I'm bullish on Piin is because of the people and community behind it, not just the technology or issuance volume. While the characteristic like dispersed tokens and decentralization are prerequisite for the quality project. So, what truly makes the buy-in unique and irreliable is the people and community behind it. That's the high token, and there are many selfless volunteers in the Piin community, contributing their efforts, and the number of these volunteers continue us, to grow, and regardless of the market's up and downs. So they remain the steadfast in their commitment to the community, from online meeting and Twitter promotion to apply activity, consistently contributing to brand or site. So this is the core competitiveness that allow Piin community to continuously move forward. So in the future, as projects become increasingly, numbers and the people grow restless, only those who can calmly manage their community and will stand undefeated. We need to recognize this point and understand ourselves and understand the part in we hold. Yes. And the next topics I want to share that about the conduct risk assessment. Risk assessment is very important also. So before starting to invest in the cryptocurrency field, right? So we must really recognize our own risk tolerance, determine the suitable investment strategies and risk levels based on the personal financial situation and psychological resilience. Reasonable allocation of funds is very important, and choosing the suitable investment targets is equally important. It's advisable to invest with the spare money and not go on it. You know, even if you on in on Bitcoin, right? That wouldn't be wise. So because the Bitcoin also fluctuates and can experience the black swan event, right? It's the risk. So there's a saying: the short term is unpredictable. The long term needs no prediction. Bitcoin long-term growth is certain, but the short-term fluctuations are unpredictable. However, we must have the ability to bear this risk as well as the ability to accept risk. We need to consider the short-term risk and potential worst-case scenarios. Therefore, never invest more than you can afford to lose. If loss, would affect your quality of life, the family harmony, or the personal conduct, it's not worth it. So this includes not borrowing the high interest loans and ensuring that your financial security and other important goals, such as your children education, are not compromised. And the next one is about, let's talk about it, how to achieve the diversified investment. So in cryptocurrency investment, diversification and spreading investment are crucial. Don't concentrate on your funds in a single project, as the old saying goes, don't put on your eggs in one basket. This principle apply not only to traditional investment, but also to the cryptocurrency field. So diversification means investing funds in different assets and or projects, to reduce overall risk. So through the portfolio investment, you can balance the risk and return of different assets. This way, even if one project perform poorly, so other may yield good returns. So thereby reducing overall growth loss, right? So on the other hand, through the diversification, you can participate in more diverse projects, thus gaining broader profit opportunity. For example, Bitcoin, although relatively safe, has limited growth potential, right? So therefore, it's also appropriate to pay attention to and allocate to projects in other emerging trends, such as Piin, you know, with a relatively low market cap but more potential for multiple growth. This includes the recently popular AI sector. For such new trends, you can also adopt a small investment and big return strategies moderately allocating certain funds to participate. For investor with larger capital, position allocation can consider maybe 50 to 60% Bitcoin, 20 to 30% Ethereum, Solana, etc. And the rest can be allocated to emerging track and targets with low market cap and high potential, such as Piin. Of course, this is just reference, right? So, and the specific position, see the allocation still need to be formulated according to your own risk tolerance. For small scale investors, such as those with only few thousand to about 10,000 USD available for investment, diversification is relatively less meaningful. In this case, adopting a strategy of the small bets for big return is more appropriate. So, however, before making relevant investment decision, it's crucial to evaluate and understand the project. Don't blindly invest in things you don't understand and earn the money within your condition. Yeah, about long-term investment is very important also. You know, the remit of the long-term investment is to review the project's fundamentals and development potential. For example, why right, and hold it for long term. So it's because I believe in the culture of the buying community and see so many volunteers constantly pushing forward along with the potential power of the millions of buy members. We are the buy network member and also the buy-in member. We are working together. We go the we on the way to meet our goal, right? So although the market is currently depressed, it can still firmly move forward with the number of holding addresses constantly increasing, continuously changing hands to consolidate the foundation. Additionally, there are many volunteers actively promoting to expand the pie visibility, a phenomenon not seen in many other communities. Therefore, I believe Pies will eventually have its breakthrough, and thus, we need to adopt a long-term investment mindset and focusing on the project's fundamentals and development potential. At the same time, not paying too much attention to short-term price fluctuation can reduce the impact on the investment. Yeah. So yeah, that's just now so many information I just say to you, how to see the cryptocurrency investment opportunity. Yeah. I believe that this information and the knowledge will be very useful for you, when you start to research and yeah, you research about the cryptocurrency, especially in token. Yeah, I really appreciate for your listening. So let me hand over to my host. He will share more information for you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. So after this, we will have the AMA session. Yeah, we can say about the Pi network, about the Pi in. Yeah, let's discuss each others. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ravi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tony, for sharing very wonderful points. And I hope here everyone can conduct their risks, but also diversify their investments. Because you can see what happens in the crypto is that maybe you can just go all in on a certain coin. Maybe let me take, for instance, maybe Mantra coin. I think it's has the symbol $OM. OM on Binance and several exchanges. So you can see with it, the price dropped from around $6 to $7, and now it's around $0.3 per coin. So you can see how much loss you would have encountered if you went all in without diversifying your investment. So your investment might have been 90% down now, maybe 95%. So you can see it's a complete loss. And with crypto, I think the price of coins in crypto rising is is not very easy when certain coins dips that much. So just diversify investment and just assess your risks. So what next after you've identified an investment opportunity and maybe you've invested? So you just need to do continuous market monitoring, and timely understanding of market dynamics allows for timely adjustments. And even when new targets appear, you can consider allocating a bit. You can follow market news, dynamics, and announcements through platforms like Jeans Finance or exchanges like Binance and OKX. You can also follow some excellent bloggers, although the information may be scattered and chaotic, but scrolling through information can also help with promotion. Additionally, it's important to stay informed about new technologies and policy changes. Policy changes can include the approval of Bitcoin ETFs, Hong Kong support for Web3, and the approval of Ethereum ETFs. And if you feel your thinking is limited or your ability to obtain information is poor, you can also rely on the Piin community. In Piin communities, Telegram groups, Twitter, and online meetings, different volunteers share new information every day. You can also follow the Twitter accounts of Piin Community Core members and volunteers and participate in more offline activities to communicate and learn more. This way, you don't need to search for opportunities and information everywhere, and you won't feel overwhelmed. Also, you should avoid blindly following trends. Many people are easily influenced by friends or key opinion leaders and blindly follow trends. For example, a friend bought an altcoin that increased tenfold or shared it with you. At this point, you might feel anxious because the coin you're holding has not yet increased tenfold. But behind this, there might be another situation. This friend might have bought 9 other coins that all dropped, but didn't tell you about those. I hope you've noticed the phenomenon. Even though we know many people trade stocks, and we all know that about 70% to 80% of people lose money, especially in unfavorable conditions, where the loss rate can reach 90%. However, the stories we hear might all be about friends making money. Why is this? The reason that people tend to publicize their profitable experiences, which makes them feel very capable and insightful. Those who lose money tend to selectively forget and not tell others, also out of face. Therefore, we shouldn't envy others when a certain coin increases 3 or 5 times. Perhaps they're also holding other altcoins that have lost value, but they just haven't told you. Everyone's financial situation is different, and we should make investment decisions based on our own circumstances, not blindly following trends. This is especially true in the crypto world, where many people are accustomed to chasing rising prices and selling during dips, buying in when they see prices going up. And with the recent bear market, we just have fake funds. Then, if you just go with the flow, then you might just be caught at the top. Then the price dips. So it has happened to so many people. With the price rise to for Bitcoin, it rise maybe to $108,000. Then you go in, maybe you want to go long. Also, you should just avoid futures trading, because with futures trading, so many people go for high risks and high returns, forgetting that the loss rate also is at a high risk. Another point is that you need to do rational analysis and avoid emotional decision making. When investing, we should conduct in-depth analysis and logical reasoning rather than making decisions based on feelings or external factors. We need to be clear about our reasons and logic for investing. Why we believe this asset is likely to appreciate. Just like the 10 reasons we've shared in my course before. And having clear logic to support can help us firmly believe and not be shaken by short-term market fluctuations. At the same time, we should avoid panic and greed mentalities. So with panic, maybe you're thinking, the, maybe you bought maybe an altcoin, and maybe in a day you see, or maybe within minutes you see the price going down. So if you panic and sell them, later on the market rebounds. So you are at a loss and the price has risen. Also avoid greed mentalities with futures trading. That's where greedy comes in. So maybe with the greed, maybe you just go for high risk. But for spot trading, maybe you say, I want this amount of money, maybe invested. I bought this one and I want maybe times 10, times 5, times 2. But if you are reasonable enough, maybe taking low profits, then you are at a higher chance than being greedy. So with many people sell in panic or greedily chase rising prices when they see prices going up. These are all the manifestation of emotional investing, and emotions often lead to making wrong investment decisions. So just avoid emotional investing, and when investing, just trust in your data. You just need to do your own research. Trust in your data that this coin is going to rise, or maybe this coin is going to drop. So if you have reasons, then maybe I can say data that this coin is going to rise, this coin is going to drop. Then you're at a better chance of making profit that someone who goes there and maybe risk say that let me try my luck. So if you have good data that this coin is going to rise, then you're at a better point of investing and avoiding the emotional investing part. And the last reason is about compliant operations, and we need to understand the relevant laws and regulations to ensure that our investment do not involve pyramid schemes, illegal fundraising, or fraudulent activities. Although cryptocurrency investment is not illegal, it still needs to be treated cautiously to avoid touching legal bottom lines. So there are so many scams in crypto, and you need to do your own research. Just don't just follow the wave, and consider the risks associated with your investments. And before investing, we need to to carefully discern the nature of the project and be alert to projects suspected of pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes. On one hand, we should observe whether the project has a multi-level referral network, as this is often a typical feature of pyramid schemes. On the other hand, we should be wary of projects that require direct cash collections. Legitimate cryptocurrency transactions should be exchanged through mainstream coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or stablecoins, not directly collecting fiat currency. Furthermore, if a project promises fixed daily returns, extra caution is needed. Taking Piin as an example, Piin is a fairly issued inscription project based on the Bitcoin chain. Each Piin was minted by early participants with real money. Early purchases require trading with Bitcoin on OKX or Unisat's inscription market. Now that it has cross-chained to Solana, it can be directly exchanged through Solana, using Solana through OKX with 3 wallet, just like buying OD, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So you can see with Piin, it has no referral links between them, let alone multi-level referral network. So there are no security concerns mentioned above. And with the multi-level referral network, it simply means if I get to invite maybe my co-host, Mr. Tony, then he invites another person using his referral link, then I just get an indirect bonus from the indirect referral. So that's how a multi-level referral network works. In conclusion, in the crypto industry, we must always remain rational and vigilant. We need to learn to conduct comprehensive due diligence on any investment target, examining whether the project has development potential and whether there are relevant security risks. Additionally, don't blindly follow trends and avoid emotional decision making. So thank you for sticking around and learning about these points that are very crucial in the crypto market. How you choose cryptocurrency investment and finding the right data that this coin is going to rise or maybe fall. So we're going next to our next session, which is AMA session. So you can ask any questions related to Pi network or Piin. Request for the mic, raise up your hand and speak. Also, you can use the comment section.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Raves, for sharing very fantastic information. So, everyone, if you have any question regarding Pi Network or Pi in, yes, just open your mic, request a mic, yeah, my host, and I will try to answer your question. Now, it's AMA question, AMA session for you. So, and yeah, our buy-in is available on OKX Web3. So yeah, you yourself you can research about it. Just research about the buy-in. Mr. Rafi, so what you expect about the Pi Network announcement in Pi today on June 28th? Do you have any idea about it?
Okay, that's a very good question. I'm sure Kenyans are very much anticipating for that day. Maybe the one thing that maybe I can be sure about is QAC announcement. We've seen several features being released, and the one on the QAC is the sync feature, where you can sync your app data to the Pi browser. So we can expect QAC announcement related maybe to tentative QAC. Also, with the recent update, they talked about having 400,000 mainnet nodes. And I'm also running Pinode, and I had so many issues with Docker, where it said that WSL, Windows Subsystem Linux, had issues opening the app, opening on the Docker app. So recently, the recent update on the Docker fixed that, and it has been a smooth experience opening my Docker when I just decide to shut down my laptop. Then opening the app has been very efficient because the issue with the WSL SL2 failure has been rectified. So I think this signals that there's a transition coming for testnet nodes to mainnet nodes, and with their recent statistic of 400,000 nodes active. So I think they have a plan. But The transition maybe it will take time because they are basing on the contributions to the network based on your historical data, and with the contribution, can see the maybe the mining days, maybe the because when you mine daily, you are contributing to the security of the network by proving you're a real human. Also through the referrals, the referrals where you invite more people to the network. Also, they check also on the statistics of the node, maybe the uptime, the number of CPU, their network. So we can expect mainnet node soon, but it won't be that fast maybe for many pioneers, but it will be a process. So with KYC and mainnet, also what next? So we don't, I can't predict much, but also with the domain section and the auction ending on June 28th, maybe they can also add many features for the developers to use to create their apps using their domains and the ad network. So we just definitely, but the most promising, I'm sure, is the domain and KYC and maybe mainnet nodes, and that's the announcement that I can expect. Also, I remember before they released the two-factor verification for many pioneers. So we can also expect maybe an increase in mainnet migration because on June 28th, maybe we'll see. But the recent announcement is all about Gen AI, how it's related to Pi network. I can't predict. Maybe I can say there's an AI app that is coming on Pi network. Maybe AI has been used in social media app, maybe Fireside Forum, maybe on Profiles app. So it's just a surprise on that announcement related to Gen AI. But I'm sure great things are coming on Pi Network. So we can just hopefully maybe keep our hopes maybe high or maybe at a middle point and wait for the surprise. But the most issue that is affecting the network is just the tentative KYC. There are so many people just waiting there for 2 years, 1 year, maybe others for some months. So it's a bit of an issue related to tentative KYC. And if they can solve it with the sync system, sync feature, then hopefully everyone will be happy, get their Pi migrated. And if you are here, maybe you are on tentative KYC, maybe for months, years, just don't give up. What you have to do is just to keep mining. Mine as much Pi as you can because the rate decreases every month, or maybe it can increase depending on how many people are mining. But if you just take this chance and maybe say, I'll just keep mining daily, you get to accumulate these coins. The price of Pi may be worth $0.5 per Pi now, but if you look at the future, you are mining Pi for free. So these coins will be valuable in the future when it has high demands. And the company maybe grows, it takes time, yeah, to create real value, but with the city, they're actually slow, but you can just hope they can speed up things, get to employ more people and ease up the work on their end. Then hopefully with Pi, it has so much great potential. And looking at Pi, maybe comparing with other crypto projects, you can see that Pi is just focusing on bringing utilities. And the Pi Network Ventures, where they're sharing them, it was around how many $1 million. So there's the Pi Venture Capitals, which is investing on startups. This will help us to have so many apps on the Pi Network ecosystem. And with several apps, you can see that so many people can decide maybe I'm using this social media app, maybe I'll use Pi profiles have. Maybe I use Password Forum, maybe Connect Social. So it will help so many people and it will help the network grow. And their focus currently with core team is on Pi games. So you can see with Fruit Pi, it's just an experimental app showcasing how ads can generate revenue from ads. The ads on Fruit Pi, they're actually uh, integrated very well. You can see that they're not just ads. There are so many apps that you can go in, then you find ads, maybe website. You find so many ads that even the content that you're looking for, you can't get the time to read it. So you can see with that Fruit Pie game, if they bring maybe very many interactive apps, then the network will grow. So let's say an example, which game? Maybe a game, maybe like I actually play eFootball. I think 2025 I play eFootball. So with it we play against online users. So but for eFootball we just you have the ability to purchase the football coins, then try to maybe like a lottery, you try to sign some players, then increase your squad strength, then come and play. But what lacks with a football, the chance of giving back to the community. So we are just playing, they're generating revenue, but what are we gaining? So you can see with that issue, it can be solved in Pi Network. Maybe creating a game where you can play player versus player, and maybe there's some reward being distributed, and also maybe you can play against other users online. But maybe you contribute maybe 10 pi, and the other contributes 10 pi. Then you play. The winner then goes with maybe 90%. Then the developer remains with 10%. So when you see this kind of app, then the ecosystem will naturally flourish. So what with Mr. Tony asked about Pi Day is just a surprise, but the main thing that we can expect is all about KYC, and maybe mostly it's just KYC that I can expect, and maybe the social media app, maybe they add other features, but they are slow in their process. They just take time. They don't want to be hurried, so we can just keep our hopes maybe in the middle and wait for the announcement. What about you, Mr. Tony? What do you anticipate on Pi Day?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ravi, for sharing a lot of information about the Pi network. Yes, I fully agree your information, and exactly what the Bicor team is. They are still working on, still moving forward. So hopefully, and wait for that. Yeah, thank you so much for your share. So of course, the Pi network is our plan A, right? So we have another plan B. It's our Pi A. If you have your time, to just access the OKS Web3 wallet, you research about our Pi A. I think it's still a good time for you. Now we are waiting for the Pi network to develop more, to be grown by got team to be, uh, you know, develop for the KYC, some more issue, so many issue actually, and they are working on the ecosystem. Uh, of course, Pi-in Pi network is we have the same community, the same members. So, but the Pi network is developed by Pi-Cortex, but our Pi-in is developed by our Pi-in community, by the real people, you know. We are working on it. We are trying to develop it, and we try to to meet our target, our goals by our community, Piin community and Piin Network community. So okay, thank you, Mr. Ravi, for your shares about Pi network information. So I believe that the Python team is still working on and we need more time. But we all don't know exactly when, the Python team can achieve their target, their objective. I think it's still a long way to go. So either way, yeah, as I said before, Pi is our plan B. That's why we choose Pi. That's why we have the buy-in by today. What we share, we try to spread the buy-in to uh, to community, to everyone. That's our target, our objective. Yeah, that's on my share, and that's on my feeling about the Pi network and Pi-in up to now. Because I'm enjoying Pi-in, yeah, over 1 year already. So I feel that. So actually, Mr. Rawi, I still waiting for the migrating by migrating. Oh, it's so long for me. I have no idea. Just waiting and waiting and don't know when. Sometimes very how to say. Yeah, sometimes feel very upset about it. But fortunately, I have the buy-in. Of course, the buy-in give me another opportunity, another chance. And yeah, I believe the buy-in in the near future, we buy-in community, we can achieve our target. Based on our community. Of course, it will be fair for everyone. It's not rely on the Python team, but the buy-in rely on buy-in community. It's two things different, right? Yeah. Okay, that's on my share. So I hope that my share and my host sharing, yeah, will be very helpful for you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. There are ways.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tony. And you've clearly said it, but Pi network depends on the core team now to develop ecosystem, and it will take a long time just to create real value. And hopefully, developers can flood the Pi network and create several apps so that you can have so many options to choose. And with Pine depends on the community. It's decentralized and community driven. So if you want to invest in Pine, just go to OKX Web3 wallet, swap Solana to Pine. So it's just that simple, and you are done. And Pine is a plan B. Also, if you have any questions, kindly ask. Request for the mic, questions with Pine Network, Pine. Feel free to ask. And Mr. Tony is waiting for migration for some months now after being on tentative KYC for years. And hopefully you can get migrated. Though they say that the migration depends on the calculations for the years that you've mined. So calculating maybe backwards to up to 5 years maybe it will take a lot of time because they say it requires a lot of computational power. So you can see that early miners take pioneers with large balances take time to migrate, but those with small balances maybe they migrate be mining maybe for 5 months, maybe a year. So their pie gets migrated fast because it's a small balance. Takes just a few time to compute and calculate all the um, pie that can be migrated then is fast. But on their side, I'm sure that they are slowing it. Maybe I'm not sure, but before we had almost up to how many migrations a day? We had up to almost 120,000 wallets migrated in a day. I think it was in December. Then now maybe you can expect maybe 20,000 to 30,000 a day. You can see the migration process on the end has been also slow at the moment. So let's just hope that they can try and speed up things, then get the network up, get the mainnet nodes. I'm sure that once they get the mainnet nodes running, then everything else will just flow on their own. So if you have any questions, just request for the mic, ask, and we'll answer here with my course. Also follow my course. We are remaining with only 6 minutes, then we end the space. So just ask any question that you have in mind. It seems there's no question. Maybe satisfied. And just a word of caution to pioneers here. You might interact with our post, then on the comments someone says that they're buying Pi at $100 per Pi and they are paying fast. So those are just scammers after Pi. Why can't they Pi? Can they just go to the exchanges, OKX, Max, Get.io, and buy Pi from there? Pi price is at $0.5 per Pi. So they can just go to the exchange and buy. Why come and say that they're paying fast and the price of per coin is just $100 per Pi? So you might be scammed. And mostly, I'm sure that many people want money, want to sell their Pi at high price. But look at this situation: they're paying fast and they're buying $100 per Pi. So you're at a risk of giving your passphrase away. I'm sure most people just mine Pi and they're not actually introduced to the blockchain. And you might end up just sharing your passphrase, just entering your passphrase on any link. They later come on to complain that you did not share a passphrase. Where did you use your passphrase? That's what I ask those people who come to my DM. Then it turns out that they enter their passphrase on a certain site. Then they come and say they did not share their passphrase. So keep your passphrase safe. And if you're going to access your wallet, maybe to process a transaction, it's better that you enable Face ID or maybe your fingerprint. So it's easier that way, that so that you can't share passwords on any link. Because Pi passwords should only be used on wallet.pinet.com, the wallet on Pi browser, or maybe on the checklist without entering any link. So I hope you read all the announcement, get to understand how the network is, and hopefully we'll gain profits in the future and grasp any opportunity that you might see in Pi Network, becoming a validator. Just validate, and I'm sure we'll be rewarded with Pi. So thank you everyone for sticking around. Thank you, Mr. Stoney, for being here, my host, and sharing very educational content in the crypto industry, all about investment. So to our listeners, conduct your risk assessment and diversify your investment, as Mr. Tony has said. Also, do your own research and kindly follow my course. Mr. Tony, he lost his account was hacked with almost 40,000 followers, and this is his new account. So kindly follow him, interact with his posts, and let's hope that X support team can help him to recover his account very soon enough. Okay, Mr. Tunmo, do you have for listeners before I end the space?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ravi. Uh, as a host for the buy-in investment or gift sharing today. So I believe that my host and I already shared so many information about the buy-in. So let research buy-in by yourself on the Web3 OKX wallet. You know, yeah, you can research by yourself. Yeah, and just evaluate by yourself. Yeah, and what potential of our buy-in token. Yeah, just think about it. Yeah, we are the plan B for a Piin token, and plan A is Pi Network. Yeah, we are the community. We are working together. That's why we are here on the space every week. Yeah, you can join our space anytime in a week. We have many sessions, in a week with other members of Piin of our community. Yeah. So my just follow my host by New York. If you have any question, just direct message to him. I believe he is the supportive guy to help you to understand about the Pi network and buy it. Yeah, I really appreciate for his kind support so far. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ravis. So I really appreciate for listening our by today. So I hope that our information shared to you it will be helpful for you. Yeah, just think about it. Just consider about our buy-in and let research buy-in by yourself. Or if you have any question, just DM me or DM my host by New York. He will help you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Goodbye and see you in next bye. Thank you.